Welcome back. Hey, today I want to show you how we can build a rock solid financial plan. When we face a massive life milestones, like buying a house or funding higher educations, our daily budgets can remain structural as usual. We need to completely reshape it around this goal. Let's dive into how it works. First, let's look at buying a house. It's not just about the purchase price, it's a long-term financing plan. The foundational rule here revolves around the word debt to income (DTI) ratios. Financial institutions look at this to see if you can afford a mortgage. The formula is very straightforward. DTI ratio equal total monthly debt payment by gross monthly income multiplied by 100. To stay safe, your total housing cost shouldn't exceed 30% to 35% of your gross income. So, when and why do you use this plan? You start 2 to 5 years before talking to a bank. Why? Because you need to accumulate a down payment and prove financial discipline. Reshaping your budget cut down unnecessary lifestyle inflation and redirect cash into an asset that builds long-term equity instead of throwing money away on a rent. Let's do some quick math. Imagine you earn a gross income of $5,000 per month. If we apply the strict 30% DTI safety margin rule, your maximum monthly mortgage payment is calculated as $5,000 multiplied by 0.30 equal $1,500. If you want to buy a house, a $300,000 property with a 20% down payment, $60,000, you need to borrow $240,000 at a 4.5% interest rate on a 25 years term. Your monthly payment comes out to approximately $1,334. Since $1,334 is less than $1,500, your budget safely validates this purchase. Let's look at real life example. Meet Sarah, 3 years housing plan. My friend Sarah wants to buy a condo. She was spending too much on a restaurant and a travel. She restructured her budget using the 50-30-20 rules: 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for house funds, by automatically transferring 20% on her paycheck into a high-yield saving account every month. She secures her $40,000 down payment in 3 years without ruining her social life. Expert strategies for real estate budgeting. Here is the ultimate expert tip for property budgeting. Always execute a mortgage dress rehearsal. If your current rent is $1,000 and your future mortgage will be $1,500, start for saving that extra $500 difference right now. This does two things. It instantly builds your down payment, and it proves to you without any risk whether your daily budget can actually handle that future lifestyle. Now, let's pivot to funding higher education or a major career pivot by using a return of investment ROI. This is an investment in a human capital. Instead of focusing entirely on debt ratios, the key metrics here is the educational return on investment ROE. We calculate it to make sure the tuition cost match the future salary jump. Here is the formula. Educational ROI equal expected annual salary increase minus annual debt service divided by total cost of tuition and fees, and all is multiplied by 100. When do you deploy an education budget? You do this when your current career hits a glass ceiling, or when a specific degree guarantees a major pay raise. Why? Because unlike a house which appreciates slowly over decades, upskilling can double or triple your primary earning capacity in just 1 to 2 years. It is the fastest way to increase the total amount of money you have available to invest later. The math of a $40,000 MBA program. Let's look at the math for an advanced degree. Suppose an MBA cost $40,000 in a total returns. Your currently salary is $50,000. After graduation, your expected salary is $70,000. $70,000. That's a $20,000 annual increase. Let's calculate the sample payback periods. Total cost of education divided by annual salary increase equal $4,000 by $20,000 equal 2 years. Breaking even in just 2 years make this a phenomenal budgeting decisions. The structural allocation of a capital pay for itself almost immediately. Look at my colleague Alex. He wants a data science certification costs $15,000. Instead of taking a massive loan, he renegotiated his lifestyle budget, utilized company tuition reimbursement, and study part-times. My top expert advice for educations: never borrow more than your expected first year's post-graduation salary. If your target job pays $60,000, keep your total education debt below $60,000. Balance your budget using grants, part-time work, and company sponsorship to avoid suffocating student loan. I think that is the lesson for today. Thank you very much to sit with me and subscribe in our channel to have a notification for a new videos. Thank you very much. See you soon.